The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
A man, is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top, so we can know your story. Now you're a man, man. Now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a male. Live it, live it. What makes a man? Is it the woman in his arms? Just 'cause she has big titties? Or is it the way he fights every day? No, it's probably the titties. Now you're a male. Oh my, oh my, oh my, oh. Now you're a male. Now you're a male. M-A-N, man. Now you're a moron.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
Hey, what is up? Holy crap! I just lost everything. No,
Uh-oh.
where is it?
Oh.
Am I still in?
You're still here. I can hear you guys.
What the world? I'm kicked out of the studio.
Uh-oh.
What you do? I can see you.
I can
don't
see you on
know.
my end.
This is weird. Face, dude, streamer, you're messing with me.
Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
All right,
Dude, this is weird. This is weird. Tommy kicked me out. Of one.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, hang on.
Was that the right one?
Dude, what in the world?
I can hear
I
you.
don't like this.
Hey, I
Wrong
thought
one.
your evil twin was here just a minute ago.
Does it sound echoey to y'all?
No, you're coming in clear on my end.
Oh my gosh, dude, I'm echoey as all get out.
Just
All right, Tommy,
Really?
take over, man. I got to reboot.
All right. Well, I'll be talking then. What is up, everybody? We got 24 days until Halloween. Is everybody excited or just whatever with it?
Whatever. Well, hello, fans. Welcome to another cool units. We're good. You brought newbie with us today. Introduce yourself, Anime.
Hi, guys. I'm Anime Night. Thank you all for having me on here.
All right. You're welcome. Now, you got anything up for Halloween yet?
I'm actually going to be at the Collector's Marketplace on the 29th. They're hosting a mini... They're doing some type of festival over there, so I'm going to be attending.
There you go.
Not in cosplay because it would be kind of pointless to go just for a few hours, come back, and switch out. Now, if it was a Comic-Con, it'd be a different story.
All right, Anime, since you're new here, I'm going to start with you. Best Halloween movie to watch during the month of October.
Oh, Jesus Christ. throwing the curveballs at me. Well, it basically would depend on mood, but if you're into like the classics, it would be Hellraiser, Dracula, all the series, and Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, the first one, Aliens, the first three, not counting the new ones.
Yeah.
There is no fourth.
Sorry, I'm like trying to remember. I'm like trying to throw this off the top of my head. So.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
You're good. Yeah.
All right,
Whoa.
American.
Oh
You-
my
you good?
gosh. What in the world?
Oh,
just
and
happened?
Sinister, the first one, not the second one. First one had a lot more scare factor to it.
That movie was creepy.
Second one, I feel like they overdid it because the first one had the charm. Second one, I feel like they did way too much, and there were some moments in that movie that really took me out of it.
Hey Tommy, have you done like intros? Have you told anybody? Oh, there goes your camera.
Yeah.
Have you told anybody like whose names and what?
No, I was letting that's yours. I'm just
Okay.
sitting on
Well,
this
hey, you know what? We should just start this. Let's just do a Can we rewind like five minutes?
Yeah.
6
yeah,
minutes
go
and 48.
Yeah.
All right, here. Let's just retry this again. I'm just kidding, everybody. We're not gonna do all that. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Men's Room. I'm your host, the Appalachian American. It is time for the Pop Culture Corner. This is the right way it starts off. Joining me, as always, is my buddy, Tommy Gunn.
What is up, everybody? I hope you're having a good Friday. It's time to party. Let's go.
Yes, it is. That man joining in with his neighbor's Wi-Fi, the prime mover.
Yeah, another week of the men's room where you can be a man.
Manly man. Hey, late as always, Channel Dad Brian Late.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages. The man with no plan and can't get a tan.
Who at the 2 minute, 14 second, and 44 whatevers was getting it in last night. Did you hear that?
What?
He forgot to hit the mute button.
Oh, hell.
Yep, but coming in all the way from down under is the author David Applegate.
G'day, fans, expeditions, and our cool units. Welcome to another Pop Culture Corner here on the Men's Room, where we always get it right. Right?
Yeah, sure. Joining us for the first time, a good friend of mine over on the Fandom Collective is Anime Night 1992.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Men's Room with our lovely and gracious host.
Yes,
Take it away, buddy.
One day I'll get it right. So we were talking about Halloween movies, I think, Tommy. I don't know what you were.
Yes.
What was your question?
What is your top Halloween movie? Like,
What is
the
my
one
top
you
Halloween
always
movie?
go to?
None, because I don't like scary movies.
What? Hold up, no. Because mine is Ghostbusters and it's not scary.
Well, that's true. Ghostbusters is cool, but I don't think of that as like a scary movie.
I don't think it's that as a Halloween movie.
I think it's a good one for Halloween.
Hey, so one time we went to go see, I'm gonna tattle on my dad. One time we went to go see Halloween 2018 when it came out. My dad sat there in the theater like this. He did not want to see it. He did not want to enjoy it. He did not. My dad does not do scary movies. I think I looked over one time. He had his shirt pulled up, and you could see the glow of his phone. He was playing on his phone the whole time. My dad hates scary movies. I don't like scary movies either, so I ain't judging.
I hate most Stephen King. I hate most Clive Barker. But there's two good. I think the original Halloween is a good movie, and I think the first Purge is a good movie, and they're good Halloween movies.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Prime. What's your top Halloween movie?
It's got to be 1974's great title of Young Frankenstein.
Oh, that's a good one.
I love that movie.
See, there you go. That should
See,
be
it's
your
just
Halloween
Halloween and not
movie.
scary,
Well,
and it's
no,
a
I
really
don't
good
know.
film.
He said, "Do what? Would you say? Second?
It's
I
not a
said,
scary movie, but yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, it's not scary, and it's Halloween themed, and it's a good flick.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. David, what do you like?
Well, like I said, not into scary movies, but I like the original Halloween and I like the original Purge. I think The Purge should have been a standalone movie.
Tommy, what do you like?
Mine is we go on a full horror film during October. So mine would have to be Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Chucky. But if I had to narrow it down, there's a movie, When Good Ghouls Go Bad.
How dare you?
It's got the guy from Back to the Future.
Which one?
Christopher. I can't pronounce his last name.
Oh, come on, you can't too. It's Justin's last name. Just say it.
Laird. I can't. I
Lloyd.
Nazi fags.
Well, it's him. Have y'all seen the movie?
Yeah. No, wait. Which one is it?
When Good Ghouls Go Bad.
Oh no, I haven't.
It's a really good movie. It's a true Halloween movie. It came on when it was ABC. It wasn't ABC Family. It was Fox Family.
That means you're gay.
That's cool, man. I don't like scary movies.
We have Dr. Cat.
Dude, Dr. Carbonell's got it. He's got it on DVD. Cool. Adam Superfan Shawhan says Ernest Scared Stupid.
That's a good one. I like
That's a good one.
I don't really like any of the Ernest movies. I've never liked them. So, Tommy made this wonderful little profile image on the corner that's going to be now our channel icon for until Halloween. Ain't it cool? It's like a pumpkin. It's super cool. So what do you guys want to talk about this week? There's a plethora of topics.
All right. Well, do you want the golden for last or the beginning? It's a spoiler if someone actually likes the movie.
That depends on what it is.
Hocus Pocus. 2.
Oh, we can start out with that.
It's a load of crap.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah, I don't think. Does any of us care about Hocus Pocus?
Well, they had to check off every woke thing on the list, like on purpose.
Right, but I'm asking like everybody in our group right now. Do y'all care about Hocus Pocus? I don't.
Put up your hands if you care. Like I don't see any hands.
Hey, put it up.
Well, most men do not like it, but I found that most women actually like the movie.
Betas like it.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
would like a power fantasy movie?
If it's the first one, I am okay with it. The second one, I tried. I tried to sit through it, but I could not. I switched to something else.
I'll tell you.
Even my roommate saw it, and she's like, "What the hell are they doing?"
Yeah,
she's a bigger fan of the original. So I'm like, yeah, don't watch it. If you like the Hocus Pocus, stick with the first movie because this movie will destroy the very image you hold dear.
So I'll tell you what I did because my wife liked the first one. I was like, I'm gonna make it special for her. So I went out and I got candy. I got candy apples. I bought pizza for dinner. The whole 9 yards, had a spread in the living room, everything. And we watched it, and at the very end, I was like, so they made a woman that killed children to stay young the victor. Like she was that she was the one that was actually being the victim and needed help, and everybody showed her sympathy. No.
Talk about checking boxes.
We're at the stake again.
The whole oppression box checking.
I heard that it's all about. I thought that it was all about like the devil and killing children and stuff like that.
It has a part to do with that, and then it has they have it set for a third one.
Oh, great! So we're going to get another Bette Midler biopic.
They purposely put a drag show into it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, that's right up until that scene. It really took me out of it. I'm like, nope, next.
Well, right after the drag show, you see one of the witches riding one of them robot vacuum cleaners. That's her.
Like a Roomba?
Yeah, it was a Roomba. She had one on each foot, and that's how she flew around. And she went past a house that was showing the original movie, and she looks through the window, and it's two guys holding hands watching the movie.
That is so weird.
You had to check off that that box, didn't you? Just so it made you feel more woke.
Yes, they did. Dude, funny you should bring up the word woke. I was at the doctor today, yearly physical. And of course I've got the Spider-Man t-shirt on. My doctor walks in and she was like, "Oh, that's a cool shirt." She's like, "Are you into the, Marvel and DC and stuff like that?" And I was like, "Yeah, pretty much." I didn't say anything about YouTube, but I was like, "Yeah, it's cool." And she said, "Did you like? What did you?" She's like, "What?" I said it was cool, but I haven't watched all of them. There were some of them that didn't seem like they were cool, so I didn't watch some of them. She's like, "Which ones?" I said, "I didn't watch Shang-Chi and I didn't watch Eternals." And she was like, "Yeah, me either. Those didn't look any good." She said, "What have you watched She-Hulk?" I said, "I started it, but couldn't. I just didn't fit. I just kind of lost interest." She said, "Me too." She's like, "It's gotten very." She kind of wanted. She like looked at me and wanted to like say it, and I was like, "Woke." And she said, "Oh my gosh, yes." She's like, "I'm not allowed to say things like that, so I wanted to make sure that you were cool with it." I was like, "Yes, I'm very cool with it." I was like, "Marvel has gone extremely woke, and the shows are trash." So even doctors, like people at a random, are just like, "Dude, it's enough. Enough's enough." People are so tired of woke propaganda, but it was hilarious.
Well, the woke aren't. The people are actually. I think people are actually starting to wake up that woke does not mean what they say it means. It's a very Orwellian term. Because when they say woke being about the awareness of racism, I've seen nothing but racism from the woke.
Gotcha.
Precisely.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very Orwellian term, and they're very Orwellian people. Big Brother, the surveillance state. They see 1984 as a handbook.
Right.
Rotten Tomatoes gave their review on it. I'm giving it 10 toilet bowls.
Yeah, and it didn't help that the actress who plays She-Hulk was attacking the fans and everything. That did not help any further than that. It's like, yeah, congratulations, you just drove away the rest of the people who wanted to watch it with your antics.
Are you referring to the incel comment from Twitter?
Yep.
Dude, did you? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't find this out until a couple days later because we posted that on. We'd made that was the headline of our show. That was a fake tweet.
Really?
Somebody actually got in and was able to make a She-Hulk account. That
wow.
Totally legit, and that fooled a ton of people. Friday Night Tights was talking about it. Everybody was talking about it that week, and then boom! All of a sudden, it hit that it was a troll account, and that was a complete fake. And
either rage marketing or a troll for attention.
Exactly. But yeah, I heard about that. I was like, holy crap!
There was an official account, and that was Tatiana, the actress, on her account.
Oh.
And she didn't say, I don't think she said incel, I think she said man babies. That she did attack fans. And she said,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, she said, I think she said, suck it up, man babies, I got paid.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That was real. But the She-Hulk account, people still think it's real.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was real. Speaking of another troll job, did you hear about the Canadian shop teacher that wore big old fake boobies?
Yes.
That was a troll job.
Everybody thought that was real first.
I thought it was real. Even Steven Crowder talked about it being real.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. But then Greg Gutfeld came out, they tried to get an interview, and it turns out that there's this feud between the school and the teacher, and to avoid getting fired, he put on the costume.
Yeah.
Now he's stuck with it because he can't be fired until he takes it off.
He became trans to keep from getting fired.
That's what I heard.
That's awesome.
That's the thing.
We all may laugh at it, but at the same time, it's like they are starting to get a lot more clever, and it's getting a little bit dangerous because it's kind of hard to tell what's real and what's like a parody nowadays. We lost somebody.
Parody. It's forcing people. It's calling your male white staff in and saying, even though they're the minority already in your school, right? There's only 5 of them or something, saying that 4 of you have to go because there's too many white people in a white majority country. So this is the problem. They're forcing this woke ideology on the people by getting into positions of power like Google, Twitter, Facebook, etc., and then telling all the employees below, if you don't follow the woke guidelines, there goes your job.
Exactly.
So you are going to get troll jobs. You are going to get fake, and you are going to build a resentment. Because that's where the resentment comes from. That's why the left call you a reactionary, because you're reacting to their garbage. You're not allowed to react to their garbage.
Precisely. And it's just so stupid that these people are pushing that hard to get all the check boxes marked off of shows and movies. And it's like, yeah, that's what it's all about. And we, the casual fans, are like, no, that's not. We want the story and the characters as it was portrayed in comics, manga,
Scooby-Doo
shows.
We're going to talk about
that's all we care about. We want to enjoy the characters in that world without being preached about like, oh, we should hate this person or these people are bad.
They're all about representation until you do a Jeffrey Dahmer biopic. Or worse, there are worse. There's the Taco Killer. He's black. Most people don't know him. I believe he killed more than Dahmer.
Hey, did you guys see that Nick Recato got kicked off of YouTube?
Yeah, that created a huge firestorm, and a lot of people are celebrating it too. And I'm just sitting here like, if they hate you that badly, they're doing something.
Ooh,
they don't want something to come out.
He's back now. I just seen the I saw the tweet from
Yeah.
Jeremy.
It was they mass flagged him, and then the system automatically took him off. And then when he appealed, because he had so many flags, they ignored him. But then a bunch of higher ups who in the YouTube community contacted their community managers and said, "Hey, what's this guy? What's the beef with this guy?" And they said, "Well, he got mass flagged." And they said, "Yeah, but why?" And they couldn't answer.
It's trending. They got free Ricada Law trending on on Twitter. That's hilarious.
But it worked.
Yeah, it did. That's hilarious.
YouTube account. But the thing is, what's trending on Google search is accounts suspended for no reason.
That's great.
That is great.
Yeah, that's. I just checked Google trending. It's like 20. It's on the list of top trending topics.
That's
yeah, there's a
great.
whole bunch of people on Quora. Anybody know Quora? You know, you ask questions, you want to do research for something, you just go there and ask a question and people answer. Apparently, why is my account suspended is one of the huge, big ones. So many people have started accounts on YouTube, put up a few videos, and they're gone. Or not even a few, one, and they're gone.
Moving on, did you guys see that Todd McFarlane announced a new writer for Spawn?
Yep.
Jamie Foxx is still set to star, but according to Bloody Disgusting, continue that.
I don't like Jamie Foxx. I think
I'm
he's
glad.
A bad,
I think
he's got a bad mouth on him when he thinks he can get away with it.
Yeah, but I think he'd be a good fit for Spawn.
Yeah, because he's evil.
Right.
I'm okay with Jamie Foxx. Dude's legit. Like he can turn any role and make it good, and you actually like the character he plays.
I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just saying as a person.
As a person, yeah, I know, I understand.
Yeah.
Well,
I've also not heard one bad thing about him though. I haven't heard anything bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. He badmouths people all the time, but he's never done it to their face. He's always, been sly about it. But in some of his performances and some of his stand-up, he's the nicest guy. It's like, who is this guy? So it might be a bit of rage marketing on his behalf too.
Yeah, apparently Blumhouse is on board to produce it or direct it. I don't remember. I heard about it today, but I don't remember what got exactly said. But Scott Silver, Malcolm Spellman, and Matthew Mixon are writing script. Jamie Foxx is still attached to the star. Anti-hero. Jeremy Renner's previously been attached to the co-star. I mean, it could be cool, but I mean, it's still a long way out from what I understand.
Yeah, I'll wait to see the trailer. Until the trailer drops, it's up in the air right now.
Right. Speaking about people that we have to separate their personality from the art, David Harbour is going to be in a movie called Violent Night. Have y'all heard about that?
Wait to see that.
That's going to be so cool, but I can't stand David Harbour.
Truth be told, I never heard of this person.
David Harbour plays Hopper from Stranger Things. He played Hellboy. He's playing Santa Claus, and it's from the creators of John Wick.
I'll have to see the trailer before I get my thoughts on that.
Right. I'll find the link because I had it earlier. I sent it to the guys on the Facebook. Let's see. Violent Night. Yeah, I'll send you a link to that and you can check it out whenever you can. But that's it, dude. It looks just nuts to the wall. share.
Well, Keanu Reeves has reached a point where if he puts out if he announces he's going to do a movie called The Movie, people will start watching it.
Right, but it's not. Keanu Reeves isn't involved with this. This is just the creators of
but
John Wick.
So, did y'all like Keanu Reeves and Constantine?
I haven't seen it.
Constantine isn't Keanu.
Well, he said now that he's going to be in the sequel to Constantine, the second one.
Right.
I've seen it, but it's been so long. I need to see it again before I make a decision because I've never. I remember watching it and being like, okay, this is whatever, but I was young, so.
No, yeah, I might also have to give that a rewatch. I seen it like back then, and I thought nothing of it because I saw bits and pieces. And I'm just like, interesting. But now that it's many years later, and with this coming out, it's like, okay, I need to go back. I really need to go back and rewatch the first one just to see if I want to watch the sequel.
Yeah,
you know what's funny? You watch Bill and Ted, Speed, and Constantine, and you actually see the evolution of Keanu Reeves into John Wick.
Right, and now that you see, now Bill and Ted was like, you could definitely tell that he was still stuck in, he's stuck in John Wick mode.
Yeah. So it might be a step backwards for his character development, but I think a sequel to Constantine is going to be a problem because you'll have Warner Brothers fighting with J.J. Abrams behind the scenes, and J.J. Abrams is the one who pushed Disney to take on the showrunner for She-Hulk.
Yeah.
And he's also, I believe, behind the new Scooby-Doo as well.
Oh, God. Don't get me started on Scooby-Doo.
Oh,
No, absolutely
it's not Scooby-Doo. Whatever HBO is doing is not Scooby-Doo.
All right, so there's a lot.
The only character that looked decent enough was Fred, and that was it.
Right.
Daphne looked horrible. Shaggy eye.
They're trying to make Daphne Asian.
They made they made them Asian.
Oh, and get this, they're not gonna have Scooby in it, and it's like
they're replacing Scooby with a black guy, and it's like it's the Nordwick show, It's gonna be all about him. Fred's gonna be his boyfriend. I don't care.
Norval is Shaggy.
We do.
Norval is Shaggy.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
If I was black, I would be offended at that.
That is a stereotype. As if I ever see one.
That's a terrible caricature.
Oh my God!
That's worse than blackface. Oh, Asian face. Oh, we love you long time.
Horrible. What are we? Who designed this shit?
David, me love you long time.
See, he looks decent. At least he looks decent enough. It's like,
right.
okay,
I mean, he's fine.
You got Fred A-okay.
Fred looks like that he'd be on the episode of Riverdale.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Just give him some red hair.
What?
Actually, yeah, I actually see it. If you make him a redhead, it actually works. Just switch it red and then boom, there you go.
Oh, dude, the comments are cringe too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
there's that one clown who was like spouting "We won" and shit, and I'm just sitting here like, dude,
what?
Why?
You won what? What did you win?
Exactly. It was like he had a thread. He has a thread with it. It's the top part, and then in the bottom of it, it's another thread he started that's saying "We won" with the crying emoji, and I'm like, You won shit. What? Does this guy not know Static Shock and all the other characters? Because whatever basement he's living under, obviously he was very sheltered.
All right. Well, this is what he won. He won that Scooby-Doo. He won the Men in Black, the new movie. He won
Oh dear God.
the all-female cast of Ghostbusters.
Oof.
So yeah, they're really.
I refuse to acknowledge that movie. I actually got lambasted at the time, because a few of my friends asked me about it. They're like, "Hey, have you seen the movie?" And I'm like, "What movie?" They're like, "Ghostbusters 2016," and I'm like, "No, I've not seen it, nor do I plan to watch it. And you ain't good luck trying to tie me to a chair to force me to watch it, because I won't."
Yeah.
I refuse.
Hey, so Tommy, have you Googled Velma Dinkley?
No.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
It's right out of Tumblr. Which,
I'm afraid to
let
Google stuff anymore.
let me just set this up for you. All right, we'll do a screen share. We'll do this live. All right, we're on Google. Are you watching, Tommy?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm all
right.
eyes.
I'm gonna hit Google. I'm gonna hit enter. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh my God!
Oh, why?
Wow.
Why? That's like, who designed that shit?
That is a win. That is a win. Oh my God!
You know who does that sort of thing? The sort of people we can't mention on YouTube. That's racist! Exactly.
Exactly.
You bring up stuff. Yeah. This is what.
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
I cannot get over this. Like, that is just so weird.
I vague, correct me if I'm wrong. In the classic Scooby movies, I did recall Velma and Daphne talking like, oh my God, that guy is so hot and everything. In one of the movies, I cannot remember the name of it for the life of me.
But there's the first live action where they're on the island.
I think there was.
Actually, the live action wasn't that bad.
Yeah,
no,
I like
the
that
first one was pretty good.
There was one where Velma was trying to get with Shaggy, but Shaggy wouldn't deal with it. He just wanted to eat.
It was the beginning. It was Scooby-Doo the beginning when they were young.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would probably consider.
Network.
So apparently she's now South Asian. Also.
No way.
Velma.
I refuse to believe that.
The official answer for what ethnicity is Velma is South Asian.
So is she Thailand, Malay, Vietnamese, Indonesian? Come on. They're not all the same. That's a racist answer there. Oh, she's South Asian. No such thing. You're racist.
I don't see any South Asian.
I don't.
Just because she's got short and brown hair, she's suddenly South Asian? Well, you're mighty racist.
Right? And another thing, I was listening to World Class BS last night, and they brought up a good point. Why is it that Velma has to be gay and Latin or South Asian or whatever ethnicity? Why do they have to go changing hers? Why can't they change like Daphne up? But it's like they don't want to change the white rich woman because that's how it always is.
That is a good point. That is a good point.
It's always the white liberal women that's always staying white liberal women, and they never mess with them.
So we talked about something bad movie making. Now, are y'all excited about the Mario movie coming out?
People bang at the moon.
You're not excited about Mario?
No, man, it looks stupid. It's Mario's supposed to be a little fat Italian, and he's apparently he
I haven't
now
seen
sounds.
the trailer yet.
It's
People
Chris
are
Pratt.
banging at the moon because of Chris Pratt. It's out.
I love Chris Pratt. I'm cool with Chris Pratt. However, it doesn't sound like it's not Mario.
Yeah, they even said the Mario voice guy's still alive. Why didn't they get him from Nintendo?
I did see the trailer. Visually, I love it. I love how everything looked, and I got to hear Bowser I got to hear Bowser, and I'm like, and knowing it was Jack Black, you couldn't tell it was him. That it was that good, and I'm like, okay, passable with me. Toad, he's a bit annoying in the Mario Kart 64, but I digress. At least they still kept him. Chris Pratt as Mario, I wish he would put a little more effort into it.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
They said no effort. He was just talking into the microphone. No,
It's
I mean,
me, Mario.
An accent, but he doesn't emphasize any word. Like it's like a lot of his lines are apparently so flat, no emotion. It's like he's not watching the movie; he's just reading the lines.
Hopefully, it's like Sonic. When the trailer came out of Sonic, people made such a big deal about the way Sonic looked. They fixed it. So
Yeah, that was the second. That was the second part. Yeah, there's a lot of comments saying, "You heard what they did with Sonic. I hope you all learned that lesson."
Yeah, I mean, I like Chris Pratt, but it's just the whole.
What about
just the whole thing about his voice?
Did you like the visual?
Oh yeah,
I just saw pictures. I haven't seen the trailer yet.
I'm cool with it, except for and I'm not gonna not go. I'll probably go see it, but just Chris Pratt's voice is the throw off for me.
I'm not gonna hate on it. I just wish Chris put more effort, or they fix it.
Yeah, I mean everything else is fine with me. I'm still probably gonna go see it. It's just the moment that I heard Mario speak, it kind of took me out of it for a moment. And I'm like, oh wait a minute, what the hell?
Yeah, he sounds like that crew. Yeah, he sounds like that guy at the museum who's saying, "And this is the Picasso." What? You're supposed to be Mario. You're supposed to be this super excited guy, and you sound like you're a tour guide after 20 years.
Well, I mean, that's just the first trailer. I know they're probably going to come out with more later on. So visually, they nailed it on Browser. They nailed it on the Mushroom Kingdom, Toad, and everything else. They nailed it.
Yeah.
However, with going back to Chris Pratt, I love his work and everything. But I agree with you that he should put a little more effort into the voice to try and sound upbeat like Mario is. Unfortunately, that's all we have for now until time moves on and we get a second trailer for the Mario movie. Personally, I feel like it's a test. Like every time I see a trailer drop, I feel like it's just a test to see how the audience reacts. Like, are we going to go see it? Are we not going to go see it?
Well, I think that does. I think that's been the purpose of the trailer for some time. But there's no tease in that trailer. So
dude, I just saw something that made my heart drop, and I almost blurted it out that it was stupid. But then I read the comment. It was that somebody told AI to give them a Dragon Ball Z by Disney picture. You know how that AI art.
Yep.
This movie poster popped up, and I was gonna be like, "What the?"
Yeah.
I would. I don't know. I would be so conflicted over this.
I'm trying to like figure out words to describe what I am looking at.
Right.
I'm trying here, guys. I am really trying, but this is like, wow. I'm gonna.
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Sad part is, I would want to watch the world burn and watch this video. I would watch this just to see it, just to be either enraged or okay about it.
I'm on that boat. Then I would probably just watch it just to see if I want to throw everything at my TV.
I'd probably just
or the big screen.
Yeah, or a frying pan, which obviously hit Goku first.
Well, David, a frying pan's all you got down there.
Or I might need to consult, or I might need to consult with Chi-Chi to throw something at Goku's head.
Right.
Well, Chi-Chi
in the comments,
actually, yeah, use Chi-Chi's walk. Boing.
This is in the comments of World Class, in their Facebook group. It says "Kill it with fire." That's awesome.
That is awesome.
So,
oh gosh,
actually,
I feel like that. I feel like the one that we saw, like the more animated one. I cannot remember. It was a photo of Goku, except it was like rendered completely, and I'm like, okay, that's actually pretty cool. But that one, I have millions of questions on who signed off on that.
I would like to see a legit Dragon Ball movie, but like from a fan.
Yeah,
like a live action movie, but like
Aren't
not
they making another one?
I don't know. I hope so. I'd like to see it, but hopefully it would be like legit and not be something stupid.
I think it's Netflix.
Yeah, I literally got up. I saw the Dragon Ball Evolution. I just like midway through, I just got up. I'm like, I'm done. I can't. And then come to find out they made that Death Note Netflix thing. I watched it with my roommate. Not even William Dafoe, God bless his soul. Not even William Dafoe could save that movie at all. I love William Dafoe, but he couldn't save it. No way. And me and my roommate I like begged my roommate to please put on something more level-headed because I was losing my sanity.
So,
well, sorry, Tommy.
Oh no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, the Japanese have released a Dragon Ball movie, Dragon Ball Superhero. The trailer dropped a month ago, and it's hit Japanese theaters, and it'll hit the US theaters August 19. That's already out. But it's the Japanese production, not Netflix.
Oh. So,
are you guys watching Quantum Leap?
Is it good?
I just saw comicbook.news just posted that they lost another 200,000 viewers.
Oh.
Scott Bakula was supposed to be on it. He put out a press release on his Twitter page and said, I am not involved any way possible with the show.
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
I don't blame him personally.
Yeah,
I do not blame him. I
heard
he got a script. Like,
yeah, I heard that too. That he got a script and just said he shredded it. Send it back shredded.
It must have been bad.
So, question. So, we were talking about TV series becoming movies. Is there any movie you would like to see become a series?
they're all going to eventually become a series. Haven't you heard, HBO?
At this point, at this point.
Well, I found out that Zombieland was supposed to be a TV series, and they made a movie instead. I would
They
have
couldn't get
loved
the
to have watched
funding
that
for
series.
they couldn't get a funding for a series because it was just too big budget.
I'm glad it was a movie.
Yeah, I'm okay with that one being like a movie of its own, and having like both and then having the sequel and everything. I'm okay with that one happening as a movie.
Is there any movie you would rather have as a series?
Oh Jesus Christ! There's so many. There's some good ones, but it's like, where do you begin?
How about Independence Day as a series?
No, there's really
that could be good because there's a lot of storytelling you can tell with Independence.
Actually, I've read the books, and it would have been better if they'd done that.
Yes, it would have been a lot better if they did that as a series.
As the books, not as the movie adaptation.
I just feel like there's a huge, because they made it happen so fast because it was in a movie. But if it was a TV series, you could go into detail more.
Yeah.
Well, now that's not really true because the countdown was like 8 hours.
Yeah,
I understand that, but
the lead up,
the
post battle, the lead up could have been first. The movie could have been the first 3 episodes.
Yeah,
and just leave the ending off and put all the other stuff building up to the end in that was in the books. Because I think the movie was adapted first, only the first book, but didn't leave the open ending, where they get intact. So, like, they let out too soon that they had intact alien technology in the first place.
Well, in the movie they had 27 minutes until when he told the president.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I got it freeze framed right here. But so there's really not enough. I mean, there would be not enough time to. I don't think there's a good way to make the show.
You could have made it to where they knew it was coming before, because if you watch the movie, they knew about the aliens before.
They knew. They were waiting for them.
They had them. They were waiting for them. And they
just
said it was
didn't realize how big their shit was when it arrived.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed the plot hole where that scientist asked him what code and everything. I wish they could have elaborated that a little bit further on that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's in the. I think it's in the original book or in the second book where they actually said, "Yeah, we had this all along."
So
that should have been in the movie.
They had. This is how they could set it up. They could make a season that was before the movie, and how they built the labs and why they built them and how they got them aliens.
You're talking about starting with the crash.
And then season 2 is after the movie, the aftermath. That would have been cool because you would have to watch. If you've never seen the movie, you would have to watch the movie in the middle.
You know the guy who threw his plane into the base ship, not the mothership, sorry, the battleship.
Yeah, Randy Quaid.
Randy Quaid's character, he laments with the general before he goes up. Look, these aren't the aliens that kidnapped him. And the general says, "I know, son, but these are the ones we've got to fight today." I'm not sure if that was in the original book or the how they rewrote it for the movie. They put out a second version or something in the book.
I don't know. I don't see how it could be.
Plus, they would have to get like a ton of military approval, because I remember hearing about how pissed off they were that they're mentioning Area 51 and everything at that time. Good luck with that.
Well, do you know
Because
this
it's like,
guy
yeah,
who
it's like, yeah, we like the story, we like the script and everything. However, we want you to take out all the references of Area 51. The base does not exist.
No, I thought it was the crash. The crash they denied that happened.
Well, that too.
I think that was I think that pissed them off more because there's actually a guy on YouTube who flies over Area 51. He's done it 300 times. But each time he does it, nothing's in the air. He's like the only thing for miles. All the bases, it's when the base is shut down, everything's shut down. Because Area 51 is where they do all the testing of the aircraft, all the experimental stuff.
You would have to have it. It couldn't be a Disney movie. I mean, a series.
It was Fox originally, anyway.
Yeah.
If
Sony Pictures got it, I think it would have been good series.
Yeah.
Just my opinion.
It's just they're not into putting effort into anything. They want to churn out everything as quick as they can.
Yeah.
To do the least amount of effort, especially when it comes to special effects. Disney's trying to cut their special effects budget. Because that's what was killing Fox.
I was going to say Back to the Future as a TV series, but we kind of got that with Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Like an alternate universe kind of deal, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Rick and Morty did it better.
I don't know how to feel about that. Well, folks, we're gonna need a new member. We lost David. He went away.
Oh no!
Do what?
I like Rick and Morty. I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's fine, but it's just I'm such a stickler for Back to the Future.
Yeah.
I can't imagine seeing anything added on to it being canon.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
No, I think it's got a pretty good circular story ending, so leave it be. I know it looks open-ended, but nah.
I told my dad one time, I was like, I was young, I didn't understand what I was saying, and I deserve every ounce of slappage I got. But I said, it would be really cool to see Back to the Future redone in today's technology, and my dad hit me. Yeah, which I deserved it. I deserved it.
Yeah.
I was being stupid.
So would you be okay if it wasn't? It was basically a spin-off series of Back to the Future.
Everything that guy just says is bullshit.
I'm sorry. That was just habit.
Yeah. Like it doesn't portray to the movie.
You mean
just the technology and just the way their time travel works? Would you be okay with a series like that?
Yeah. The problem is, what do you do?
Emotional damage.
What do? You have Doc and his family, or what? Biff, the Adventures of Biff.
Doc had a daughter, and his daughter's going to invent time travel better than he did.
No, you can't do that.
And Marty McFly obviously has a daughter, and they're going to be best friends. They're going to be scissor buddies, and they're going to scissor me timbers.
Yeah, one's going to be named Wilma.
They're gonna scissor so hard it's gonna be 88 miles an hour. They're gonna see some serious.
Velma and Daphne.
What does chat? What does chat say? I'm pretty sure chat would have some interesting ideas
not saying
too.
A word.
They're quiet at the moment.
Yeah,
I think we broke them.
probably. Chat. This is a collective response for chat.
How dare you?
Yeah. We're rewriting Back to the Future, and they're like,
Nazi fags.
they're like TDS at the moment.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Oh God, we got a bunch of those.
Speaking of TDS, what do you think?
That means you're gay.
Yeah, exactly. Bros. Go see Bros. Doesn't make you gay.
Oh. Oh.
By the way, the guy that went with the Brandon Fraser, I feel like he is upset because his movie bombed, and while Brandon Fraser got a standing ovation and got an award for his movie. Yeah, we saw who the real man child was. He was just doing it to get attention because he crapped his pants and his movie bombed. Meanwhile, Brendan Fraser, guy deserves a lot more praise than ever. Deserved that award. And he deserved that.
Yeah, because they blackballed him after The Mummy, and that was wrong.
Yeah, pretty much.
He was perfect in that. I mean, and he was also good as George of the Jungle and a few others. But it's like Hollywood, you guys really fucked up on that. And I get, but in a sense though, it's like it's good to see him get the award and be like and get that ovation that he really should have gotten from the get-go.
But remember, he upset Adam Sandler, and Adam Sandler can't be upset because he's Hollywood royalty.
What do y'all think about a Spider-Man live-action TV series?
I'm gonna come.
Actually, the Japanese did that. Nice.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in like the 70s.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, it was rough.
Wait, was that the like shitty costume? Like it was all red.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the pictures.
Yeah.
But like, do you think a TV series, like a live action TV series of Spider-Man?
Yeah, they did it. They did it. Yeah, and it was terrible. Spider-Man's one of those hard to translate.
Oh God, I gotta relive this shit.
Look at the webs. Look at
It's legit rope.
It's so fucking bad. Now I understand why my friend's uncle like literally turned the TV when that was happening. I get it now.
Oh, dude,
but I get it.
That's bad. You think that's bad? Wait till you see Turkish Spider-Man.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, what the hell?
They just
Bro,
put up eye holes.
That is his eyebrows.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jeez.
We're gonna have to watch it. We're gonna have to watch an episode on here.
It's a movie. You can watch it. We did it once on the fan cast back in the day, and no, thank you.
No, it was so horrible.
So yeah, we're not doing that again either.
Oh,
God, that is terrible.
Oh, somebody made a pop.
Oh.
You know it's so bad that you have to make a Funko Pop out of it.
Oh, I like how they drew in his eyebrows.
That's perfect. That solidifies. That solidifies it. That solidifies it.
Not enough eyebrows. But yeah, there is just some things that you should leave in the past. Like, we can have an 80s revival, but the 70s, there's a brick wall.
Well, I will say, when did the Hulk series come out? What year was that?
I think it was 74. I think it was the Hulk and
I will say the Hulk series. I love that.
At the same time.
I grew up.
They actually, I think it was like 3-4 months ago. the collector's marketplace I go to for all my figures and everything, they actually had autograph signing with the original Hulk.
Oh,
Luke,
I am kicking myself to this day for not going. I am
Lou Ferrigno?
Yep.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
I think it was him, because there was like there was him, and then I'm trying to remember who else. Fuck, I'm drawing a blank.
So back in the day, there was a Spider-Man from Japan, and he had a mech suit.
Yeah.
And
Okay, that is actually okay. I could probably mess with that. I like what they did.
That is not a bad show.
That's not bad actually. I could probably sit through an episode of that.
Yeah, he had a mech suit.
And for its time, it's actually got pretty decent production for its time.
Why do I feel like they would make a better mech suit than the Spider-Man suit? Because it's like hard to do a legit Spider-Man suit to make it look.
I don't know.
Actually, somebody's made a Russian guy made a real mech suit, an real Iron Man suit.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. He got kicked off YouTube because he was Russian, so can't show it. But he's not the same guy. See, now we've got people on YouTube claiming they've made the first lightsaber. Because the Russian guy who made the first lightsaber got kicked off YouTube, he can't come back and say he did it. So now you've got all these Hollywood celebrities saying, oh, they did it first. But, you know. Orwell was right. That's all I can say.
So, Seth, this guy right here, I hate to say it, I'd like to copy some of his ideas and make them my own. I just sent it to you in private chat. He did.
I didn't even notice that Prime left.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he had to go pick his son up.
But
lightsaber.
The guy, he makes some cool stuff though. I will say that he makes a Thor hammer that comes back to you when you throw it.
Who is this? The Hacksmith?
Yes. I've
seen him.
Like he makes.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
So when I get my garage up, I might be making some stuff. Now he's making a mech suit too, and his is taking forever, but it looks cool.
Huh. That'd be cool.
Oh, you know how you're speaking of movies that should be a series? They are doing Aragon.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
But yeah, Disney has picked up the rights again to the YA series, The Inheritance Cycle, and Aragon will be the first season. They're not doing it as a movie. They decided to adapt the whole book.
See, I watched the movie. Why didn't they continue the movie?
Because it didn't make enough in their eyes to guarantee a sequel would make money.
Because it looked like they just started on a quest and then it ended.
Because the sequel was never funded.
It'd be like a Harry Potter fan watching the first movie and they never made any more.
That almost happened.
Yeah, that almost happened.
But they decided to continue the release of Harry Potter, and it picked up a wider audience on its second week. People forget that when it first came out in the UK, only a small amount turned out. But after the LA release, that's when it started to become a worldwide phenomenon, and the British suddenly acted like they were the first fans. Yeah, I don't like Eminem, but his song "Stan" is accurate.
Could you imagine Harry Potter as a TV series?
I think I can understand that better than than some of
Think
the other.
about it, because every day going to school, learning new spells.
Yeah,
it could make a decent series.
it could.
Actually, I think it was originally proposed as a series because of the because well, when Warner picked it up, there was only one book, but there was too much content for them to adapt. So they were thinking of a series. But then
I feel like you can get away with it if it was like adapted properly, while you still have like the core characters.
Yeah.
As long as you still have them like as part in part of the series, as it's happening, as it's happening, as the movie is happening, you have all this other stuff happening.
So could you do it as a spin-off where it's a new person? It ain't Harry Potter no more, but it's the same.
And you saw how that flop. You saw that flop.
You see that flop?
Yep. The Coast Child barely made any money. That cost them a fortune in marketing. Look what's happened with Warner Brothers and the what do you call it? The Fantastic Beasts series. No, that Fantastic Beasts, they had big plans. You know, there was going to be movies and all these other things.
Now,
and after the first movie, they dropped the series, which was going to be a Harry Potter spin-off. Whereas Harry's the Aura, he's a magical cop. That was all dropped.
I feel like I also feel like if you could do it right, like the spin-off would be with the kids. Slowly introduce them in the series.
Yeah.
And their adventures. Like you could do the first part you would introduce the kids, and then as each episode goes, you get a perspective from each sibling on what they're doing.
So if fun fact about Harry Potter, if you have the original DVD of the first Harry Potter, everybody thought there was no deleted scenes, and you got to go a maze of doing these little tricks and stuff just to get to the deleted scenes. And it's on YouTube. It's on the DVD. It's just hidden. You have to move stones and touch this mirror in certain ways by using the controller, and it's like a maze of stuff you have to do. I think it takes 20 minutes to get to them.
Which is
if you mess up on one, you got to restart, or it won't take you to it.
But if you've got a computer, you just hit scan and get all the chapters on your disc and go, oh yeah, I'll go this chapter, this chapter, this chapter.
I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I didn't know they hid. I didn't know they hid it. I thought they left it off.
Tommy and Guinea Pig Collective dropped in. What's up, man?
Gotta give him a bit of time. What's up, man?
Anybody going to any haunted houses?
Not into.
Yeah, I hear you.
But
I might go to some. My sister is looking up areas where there's good haunted houses. I mean, I'll still go, but there was one I went to. It was up in Michigan about, I want to say 8 years ago. They had the entire neighborhood was completely decked out Halloween style. The one house I went to, they had the whole Nightmare Before Christmas theme. The whole thing, even the backyard had it. And they were dressed as the characters too. It was a big family. And they all dressed as the cast. They had the mayor. They had even the Shadow of the Moon made the appearance too. And I'm just this house wins.
I put it in private chat. If you want to share it, it shows you how to get to the deleted scenes.
I don't have the original, so I probably won't. I won't be able to see it. But
That's pretty long. I have to go through it.
Yeah.
You got to move stones in the wall that don't even look like buttons.
Huh. Well, what else was there to talk about?
Well, you brought up before in the veggie. What's
yeah,
up with
VeggieTales.
VeggieTales.
Have you guys ever watched VeggieTales growing up?
I did, yes.
Yes.
All right, so you guys know it's a faith-based program to teach kids about good morals, ethics, God, religious beliefs, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They signed a deal with Netflix to be on Netflix, and they were wanting to expand out and reach a larger audience. However, now they have to drop all religious aspect of the show.
Oh.
And so when they were offered that, they agreed.
Really?
Yeah.
Nope.
So that's what I was saying before about people getting in positions of power and just using it to crush people.
Yeah. Carl says the neighborhood around here do Halloween decorations like Christmas, so I'll drive around. That's cool. Thanks for dropping in, Carl. Tommy says there was one when I unfortunately still live in New Jersey that had a large section of pier with a huge haunted castle. That sounds pretty cool. But was burned down.
That is cool.
Sucks.
Oh,
that sucks.
Oh, that's tragic.
Yeah,
but
like man,
it's like all the cool shit gets burnt down.
Right, but that's just so stupid that you're gonna list curtailed to Netflix. But what do you expect?
I'm terrified what they're gonna do to the VeggieTales because it's such a good series.
Yeah.
Even with the religious stuff, it's still good because it's not like throwing it in your face.
Exactly.
It's good. It's like it's there, but you're so invested in the characters you don't see it, and that's okay.
Right, and a majority of the time you're watching that show because that's what you want to see, and that's your, that's the thing that you want. So I mean, if that's what you want, by all means, go after it. But you should have the option to do that. I don't know.
It's like It's like it's like here's our characters. This is where the story is taking place. Each one has a different background, and it's like cool. I want to learn more about these characters. Oh yes, well this, and then they go into that tirade. Oh, this person is this. They go through all the check boxes, and it's like okay, I'm out. Yeah. I want to learn about the characters, like how they got to who they were, and what led them to that. Like what's Stargirl's power? What is her power? Where did she come from? How did she get the name Stargirl? An example of that.
Yeah.
Or
Carl said, other than that, it's Scaremare. Carl, you must be local, because I know about Scaremare. Unless Scaremare is a common name.
Yeah. So this link I'm sending you is about a haunted house. Well, it's basically a place you go to literally scare yourself. And it is horrible. You got to sign a 40-page waiver because if you fight back, they'll beat you up. They'll pepper spray you. And if you fight back, they just fight harder.
Yeah, no thanks.
No thanks. I like staying in one piece and having all my bones intact.
They say if you win, you get like $30,000 if you stay in there overnight, but nobody has made it overnight to make the 30,000. And they've even had Navy SEALs and Marines dip out after an hour. And it's one guy that runs it.
For $30,000, I'd rather be dangled over a pit of zombies while covered in blood and smelling like meat.
Well, they do throw nasty stuff on you. like slime and guts and stuff like that from like animals. And they make you crawl on your knees on glass and stuff it's like horrible. There's YouTube videos on it.
That kind of reminds me of Fear Factor and everything. It reminds me of that.
It's like an extreme version of Fear Factor. What were they saying though? The place had to move twice because each state has kicked them out. Because how bad it was, and he's never lost a lawsuit because they signed that waiver, and it's like a hard waiver to break.
I just don't understand. Like, so you sign up to go sit in this house for 10 hours and get your crap pushed in.
Yeah.
For 10 hours.
Yeah.
And obviously,
it's literally just a kidnapping and torture house. The petition says
they literally they'll literally just pick you up off the street once you sign the waiver at some random point, put a bag over your head, and you think you legit got kidnapped because how real it is, because it is real. You just pay someone to kidnap you.
There are countries that have banned that now because of the amount of horrible things that people do and they stream these on YouTube. There was a Korean mob that were actually filming this, doing it on Telegraph, and people called the authorities because they thought it was real kidnap and torture.
Well, this is technically real kidnap and torture. You're just paying for it.
All right, so I'm reading the thing, and he says that they inform law enforcement of every contestant, and that they call the police and warn them and let them know, but that there's a new participant that's going to begin the tour, so that they can shut down any issues that they get in the middle of it. He does use mental techniques to convince people that they're experiencing things that they are not. However, he films every visit so that he has proof of what happened and what didn't happen. He says there's no torture, there's nothing like that but under hypnosis, if you make someone believe there's something really scary going on, it's just in their own mind and not reality, he said.
Yeah, the website's still up too.
Apparently this is in Somerville, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like I said, there are countries that ban this stuff because of the long-lasting anguish that happens to participants. Because once it gets in their head, they can't get it out.
Apparently, there's a Netflix episode, Dark Taurus episode 8 on Netflix talks about it.
Like people get so panicked and wound up about panic rooms that they're starting to look into those too. Not panic rooms, sorry. Escape rooms.
Yeah, well, see, in where I'm from, they can have escape rooms here, but there has to be a door open at all time that they can actually just walk out of. They can't actually be locked into the room.
You mean the door they came in has to be open?
Yes.
So they know if.
Yeah.
So they know
the other time.
So they know the challenge is the other side, and that there's a safe. Yeah, because people have been in escape rooms, and they lose orientation or. It's long-lasting mental anguish. People have lost their sanity over puzzles they can't solve.
Yeah.
And
are you watching a video on it?
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, dude, this is weird.
Yeah. Apparently, they had one in Hong Kong, which was really famous. People are paying thousands of dollars to participate. I think the guy who started it still going in Canada, but parts of the US, I think they're shutting them down.
So wait, do you actually get hurt?
Well, then you're not supposed to, but people have gotten hurt trying to break and. Because some they put physical challenges in, trying to get across beams and you fall down, you can't, you're stuck you're stuck and have to try and climb the walls, and the handholds are really small. Oh, the walls are so smooth that you have to climb slowly. They put some they've never solved. There's a few escape rooms that haven't been solved, and people are like really pissed because there's no clues.
Yeah, I don't want to see no more of that. That's just creepy, dude.
It's wild. It's what's the name of it? I'm trying to remember.
McCamer Manor.
Yeah. So if any people watching, if you want to actually see what he's seeing, I don't think we should share that on here.
No.
The actual footage.
No.
You can look it up on YouTube.
This guy must have studied law and everything to come up with that type of
and to know how to get around with it.
Well, see, I heard about him on it's a podcast I listen to on Spotify. Let me see if I can get it. And they talk about it. They talk to people's actual experience. Lights Out. If you listen to Lights Out, they'll talk about his thing, and it's like the people's been trying to sue him for years and years.
I imagine so.
Has there been anybody that's completed the whole thing, or is it not one?
One woman did get 6 hours sitting, but she they said she wasn't mentally stable when she started. So it's hard telling.
It's hard to say with some of these situation rooms, as they call them now, where people, I don't know what it is, but there are some fundamental flaws in humanity that have been exploited that shouldn't be, you know?
Yeah. Well, see, when the footage I've seen reminds me of like a Mad Max meets Hills Have Eyes kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like escape rooms and all, but that's just
that's
dark.
Yeah, that's pushing it a little bit too far.
Well, see, even the people say they give you a safe word to say to stop, but they don't care about the safe word. They don't follow the safe word.
Well, that's crazy.
Yeah. So once you start, there's like they basically say they wait until you beg for mercy before they let you out.
Yeah.
Now that I can understand that being the safe word issue could be a problem though when you're doing the lawsuit.
Yeah. If they don't honor the safe word agreement and to the letter, then you can put it for anguish.
You're not allowed to have cameras. Only he is. All he would have to do is not show, like, delete the footage.
Yeah, but in a lawsuit, in discovery, all you have to do is say, "Hey, this is 9 hours of footage for the missing hour."
Yeah, that is true.
But he could say
most people don't think about.
Record.
Most people only think about the evidence they're given, not what's missing.
Sure.
He's probably relied on that a few times.
He probably relied on, we didn't record that day.
Yeah, well, yeah, that may not fly with some judges, but yeah, that might skirt if the recording was waived.
Yeah. Somehow he's got a lot.
Somehow
paperwork.
Somehow means that there's a friendly judge somewhere. Because you can't. There's no way people have that many lawsuits and not lose unless they specifically got each and every day's recording.
Yeah.
You would have to have you would have to have someone on the upper echelon of the law to have that
guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have a judge in your pocket for that sort of guarantee.
I would not put it past a family member. I wouldn't put it past it because I've known a few people who had family members as judges and everything in between. But I'm gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, with the money they make off the skate rooms, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
That they have that they'd have a law firm that has more names and that has judges as senior partners.
Yeah.
Because that has to be like a big bundle of bribe money too on top of that.
Yeah. It's called a retainer. Judges, we have their law firm on retainer.
I mean, there's other things to do to win $30,000 like legitimate legal ways. This is like way too out there.
Yeah.
Also way too cheap for what they do.
See, I was shocked how Fear Factor was able to do what they did. Some of the stuff.
No, that's pretty tame. Compared to this, that's tame.
Yeah. Compared to this, it's tame. But growing up, I was like.
Sorry, Tommy. I was just going to say, don't forget, Fear Factor is only a 3-sided box. It's not closed.
That's true. But at Fear Factor, you were also, even though you agreed to the show, you could say no to any at any time and would just walk away.
But wasn't that show exposed as rehearsing? There was no surprises.
I still think when they're on the skyscrapers and everything, I still think I'm like, you have to do a lot of convincing to pull that off, and hope to God you have the right people doing all the safety stuff and everything.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're rehearsing and filtering through people to make sure you don't get somebody who has a heart condition or a phobia or anything like that. Or even if they don't know they've got a phobia, they probably get people on a rope and lean them over the edge and go, "Yep, he's not on the show."
Yeah.
You get people up.
Personally, I'd rather be a contestant on Fear Factor than go through that.
Yes, very much.
Yeah. So. Fear Factor,
because at least with Fear Factor, your survival rate is much higher. So
yeah.
And you have that option to just say no and just walk away, and you live another day.
Oh yeah.
Granted, if you did the the goat eyeball eating stuff, you're probably going to be sick for a few days.
Yeah.
But you're still here.
Yeah, it depends. I think they sterilize them though, so you're probably only going to be sick because of the squeamish factor.
Well, that and your body's probably not used to it.
Yeah, but it's still sterile meat. You know, it's not raw.
The only time I saw someone get violently sick in Fear Factor is when a girl, she knew she was sick, she was allergic to fish, and they had to eat some fish thing or something, and she still went through with it even though she knew she was allergic to it. And didn't say nothing to nobody. And she just literally went into shock.
Yeah. But then again, if you withdraw, see the difference with Fear Factor and other and these so-called private boxes. Fear Factor, you get appearance money. If they air it, you get paid.
Yeah.
That's if they air it.
Yes.
There is that clause, but you're putting yourself at risk for at least appearance money. If you fail to get on the show, that's different. You have to pass the test. But if you pass the test, they have to pay you because they have to show it. That's the contract. If they show it, you get paid. But it's only once. There's no repeat.
Yeah, you don't have no
residuals or anything like that. But if you go on the show, fail a challenge, and they don't show it, well, you failed the challenge. But if they show a clip of you failing, you get your $1,000, I think. weekend money.
Actually, very also there's also Wipeout and everything. On top of that, I'd be happy to do that as well.
Didn't they move
or the most extreme elimination challenge? Throw me on there too. I will happily do that.
It's funny.
Like to do the American Ninja Warrior thing.
When I first saw Wipeout, I was on the way to Singapore, and it was on American TV, and coming back, it was on Canadian TV in French, and I was going, "What the?" Because Wipeout had to move for legal reasons because of some injury lawsuit. Somebody put the bats they use on Wipeout. Somebody used a metal pole by mistake instead of wood.
Oh,
so the show got wiped out and restarted on Canadian television in Montreal. Yeah. It started in Britain, then went to the US, and they got wiped out, and then they went to, they got wiped out. They went to Canadian to do it on Montreal TV. They make filler now for airlines. That's all they do now. Yeah, Singapore Airlines. They've got like 12 different partners or something and make content for their airliners. Because it's basically Singapore TV.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's pretty weird that Wipeout got wiped out. The one mistake, and you think, wow, if Wipeout can get wiped and they're pretty tame, you wonder what these hardcore rooms, what laws they're skating on thin ice. But
precisely,
they've got to have a judge in their pocket somewhere to survive.
Or all the ECW matches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, remember before Federation Wrestling, there was American Federation Wrestling, and they could only perform in 27 states.
But guys, I think we're gonna jump off of here.
Yeah.
We've been going for an hour and a half. That's pretty good.
Covered all
time.
the topics. Had a good time. Scared the audience.
Wanted to bring a little Halloween joy to people.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. I'm down for Halloween stuff. And I do miss the time like growing up as a kid. You see, you're like in a good neighborhood, and everybody just celebrates. Personally, I liked it better when it was like the Halloween and like the Christmas time ones, because it's just a winter wonderland where I grew up. It was a winter wonderland.
Oh,
all the snowmen, all the lights and everything, people out doing stuff.
Oh yeah.
Do you know
it's still it's still there. Looking at it now, it's still there, but it's not as vibrant as it used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know what All Hallows Day is? What Halloween is?
Ain't it a pagan holiday?
No. It started as a Catholic Day of the Dead in Ireland, and it now includes all the saints and the hallowed martyrs. So remembering all the Catholics who were put to death by the Cathars and the Protestants and that. That's how it started.
Didn't know that.
The persecution of the Catholics, started way back in Ireland. Spread to 11 countries. So you're all celebrating the Catholic holiday, guys.
Does anyone want to throw in their show or anything?
Yeah. Let Anime plug his channel.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out my channel on Anime Night Nights 92. I have both this and Twitch. I will be streaming again relatively soon. I'm just trying to get the creative. I'm trying to get the creative stuff going and planning out the days ahead.
Yeah, give the guys your link so they can put it in the description below.
I think it's going to be in the description when we.
Yeah, you got his. I mean, you got his links.
Yeah. So it'll be below. I think Appalachian American has his links. If not, he'll get them from him, and we'll pop it in.
Well, he's fine at the moment. We've got Coffee and Gaming coming up in about 8-9 hours. We've got a couple of shorts coming up soon. Tommy, where's that short? Well, Appalachian's also got some shorts coming as well, but yeah. And I've got a channel I can upload again. Woo! Future Fantasy Empire. I'm going to be doing some interviews, put up some book stuff, Anime Night. Get your email and I'll see, try and arrange, do an interview with creators, ask, 10 questions, just about 10, 15 minutes, short clip. Basically, all I ask is, channels will charge you hundreds of dollars for it. All I'm asking is people subscribe, promote the video, get your channel to subscribe, and, just mention it on your channel, put links in the description below, etc. Drive traffic to the channel. Just as more channels and more interviews, just basically becomes a self-fulfilling promotion.
I greatly appreciate that. Anything helps, guys. Whether it be a like, comment, or subscribe, anything helps. Word of mouth, anything helps. I'm all for it. And also, people are not obligated to come by the streams or anything. You're not obligated. It's on your own free will. I won't force. I won't twist. Hell, I won't even bribe you to come. I don't do that.
No,
because everybody's busy, and I get that.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, I know there are channels out there who do interviews, and people don't know this. The interviewer pays for those interviews. Some of these big interview channels have charged people up to $1 million for a YouTube interview because they've got so many followers, and I'm offering it to all you guys for free.
I'm down for that.
I know I've got hardly any subs now, but you watch. The more interviews I do, the more it's going to grow. And promotion for it's just giving back to you guys. Here's a promotion to get started.
Well, then, David, I happily accept your offer. Just let me know when. Just let me know when and where, and we will work on the setup.
Yeah.
All right, guys. With that note, we're gonna go, and as always, I'll play Seth's favorite last clip.
Donald Trump don't trust China. China is asshole.
Bye.
I would buy that guy a beer. I would buy him a beer.